Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome, my Sagittarius friends and friends of Sagittarius, to the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot. I'm Zachary. Thank you for joining me here, and welcome to my table. So this is your reading for December 11th through the 17th. I'm going to go ahead and just get started shuffling here for your spirit animal energy. Spirit, what do we have for Sagittarius? Then we'll get into what I saw for you during channel messages and meditation. But let's start here, okay? It's good to be back, you guys. I took a week break off. Those of you that have been here before, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining me here. I feel rejuvenated, okay? It was really hard to take a break, honestly. I didn't necessarily want to, but it was for my best, okay? It was for my best. All right, Fox, clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. So what I saw in meditation, which I thought was interesting, it's definitely not going to apply to everybody, but it was important enough to share as a message, okay? And this is a general read, you guys, so if you do feel it is resonating with you intuitively, please accept that message. If this message doesn't apply to you, it's okay to leave it behind, okay? So what I saw was first the word bore, like boredom. I am bored. So I'm feeling like some of you may be bored, either just by what's going on in your life right now or by something specific. Next, what I saw was a setup of an equation, essentially, like either in chemistry or in mathematics where you need to balance both sides of an equation. They have to be balanced. There was a note coming through of making sure that both sides of something is balanced, okay? And then after that, I started seeing eyes, okay? And what that made me feel was some of you may be so bored that you are spying on somebody, or somebody may actually be spying on you as well. And the recommendation on that is to just make sure, even as a daily practice, okay, you are protecting yourself. I always, in the morning before I start doing filming especially, there are 3 different versions of protections that I'll go through, and always make sure that you have your protection up. It's just what I'm feeling encouraged to say. So let's get on into your general reading here. And I really like the Fox, actually. Just like I really like you, Saggy. Being open to romance is a spot that always pops out in this card, but listening to your instincts and resources surrounding you feel important as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, for Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? Thank you guys for your love and support as well. Please consider liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, hitting that notification bell. Those are all great ways to support me and help get my message out to more people. And they help the channel grow, which is absolutely my goal here. So thank you guys so much for helping me in that way. I do also have my Cash App and PayPal links in the description there. If you do want to tip, if something in this reading resonates with you, you do want to tip or donate, I will absolutely accept that. It is not mandatory, but I will accept it. And those of you that have, thank you guys so much. That helps me a lot as well in my growth. So, Spirit, what do we have for Sagittarius for December 11th through the 17th? All messages are also timeless, you guys. So if anything stands out to you as you're scrolling through, I have everything split into playlists too for each sign. So feel free to take a look at what's there. Page of Wands. So I feel like you guys are hoping for the energy to start an explosive start, okay? You're hoping for the energy to start something new, or for something new to start, but to be excited about it. That's kind of like you're bored. I'm feeling like you're ready for an explosive, exciting start of some sort, okay? Okay, let's take a look. Let's keep going. Spirit, what do we have for Sagittarius? And I did have your card, Temperance, fell out while I was shuffling my Ride or Die deck. Oh, this is my Lightseers Tarot, by the way. This is the This May Hurt Tarot. I've had people asking, so I want to make sure I'm giving credit as well. This is my This May Hurt Tarot. But yes, your Temperance card fell out. So that makes me feel like there you are again. there's a note of power to your reading, but although you are the focus of this reading as well, you're just being put more into focus, if that makes sense. Let's take a look. Let's see. And energies are also fluid here, you guys. So if you notice that this energy is applying to someone else you know, or maybe a partner, cross watchers, if this is applying to you, take it as it resonates for you, okay? And if it doesn't, like I said, this message isn't for you, and that's okay to leave it behind. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. It is a general reading, okay? The world. So I feel like it's kind of an interesting combination of energies there. You're hoping for a creative, explosive, fun start, but you're also averse to going through the end of something, transitioning from one way of being into another here. Portal is what comes to mind. So this is an Ouroboros around here. Your Ourobortal. That you're feeling averse or fearful about crossing a threshold, about letting a cycle of some sort die or end so that you can begin another one. So that's kind of a precarious spot to be in. Making sure that the equations balance is what's coming through on that meditation as well. In order to balance that equation, you have to be willing to let a cycle end in order for a new one to begin, okay? Don't be scared, Saggy. Don't be scared. You can do it. So your general energy right now is the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So Ace of Swords is a new thought. It is complex thought. It's logic. The Nine of Wands here, excuse me. Nine of Wands is protecting something that you have been building. It's resilience. You're almost to the point of seeing success on something, but you're not quite there. So you're being asked to continue to be resilient. You're almost there. Continue to dedicate yourself. Together here, I feel like this is the being swift and smart part of the fox here. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. So I feel like that's what I'm getting. This guy or this human right here that's a part of the Nine of Wands, they are, down figuring things out very quickly. The complex thought component of the Ace of Swords is what's coming out on that too. So right now I feel like a lot of you are in a position where you're trying furiously to figure out how to solve this problem, whatever this problem is. I feel like the problem is mostly this transition. Like, how do I get through this Ourobortal? How do I get through completing this cycle here so that I can start something new and exciting? Well, let's find out. Let's find out more, Saggy. We get some more information on the general energy for Sagittarius. Okay, Five of Wands. So, Five of Wands is conflict, competition, defeat. It's also brainstorming and leveling up, which is what I feel like you're doing here in the Nine of Wands. You're brainstorming how to get through the final push here, get through to the end of what you've been protecting, okay? Whatever it is you've been building and protecting. I feel like this is whatever competition it is, though, or conflict, or defeat is it's self-defeating. It's like self-conflict, self-competition. I feel like there's this feeling of, how am I trying to say that? Like the complex thought is that you're trapped in your head is what I'm feeling. Making a mountain out of a molehill. Like I don't want to say that what you're feeling or thinking doesn't matter, because that's not the case, but I feel inclined to say, like in the being swift and smart, sometimes you can be too smart, right? As a Gemini here, okay, air sign. Virgo rising, Virgo moon, also ruled by Mercury there. It's a lot of freaking Mercury energy. I can attest to being very intelligent and a lot of the times getting stuck in my mind, okay? And that's kind of what I'm feeling, is there is this competition with yourself. The struggle or the conflict is in your own mind. Not that it's not real, but like you are perpetuating it because you're feeling stuck there. This also talks about always listen to your instincts. So I feel like there's a need to balance your intellectual side, whatever is feeling like a conflict to you, with what is your gut saying, okay? Try to let that in a little bit more as well. Can we get some clarification here, please, Spirit? For Sagittarius on their general energy. Passions, don't be afraid to fail, follow what makes your heart happy. So I feel very much like there is an encouragement to get out of your head here, okay? To work a little bit more with your heart. Because the Ace of Swords is like pure logic, okay? And I'm feeling, instead of, most of the time, it's like, you need to use more logic. I genuinely feel like you're stuck in your head about something right now, okay? Like something's been triggered and you've been thinking about it to death, to the point that that has taken over your instincts, your heart, your passions, your feelings on it as well. Let's keep going here. What's hidden? You've got 8 of Wands and 4 of Pentacles. So 8 of Wands talks about good news. It's haste. It's speed. In this instance, I feel like it's being too hasty. The 4 of Pentacles talks about your safety and security, and a lot of the times it is this over-attachment to that safety or security, okay? Like a miser energy, focusing so much on, let's say, your finances, that you're missing other components to life. And I feel like that could be the conflict or competition that's going on. Maybe what you are trying to protect here is something financial. Holiday times are hard for a lot of people, and it can be very stressful, especially financially. So that could be a component of what's going on. But with the note of something being too hasty, I feel like you're overlooking something by focusing on a financial component right now, and that's where you're being too hasty. Spirit, can we get some more information on what's hidden here? Why is the 8 of Wands here for Sagittarius? So you're being asked to be swift and smart. What I'm feeling like with that is like you're being swift and smart, but they're in the wrong area, if that makes sense. Let's take a look at that a little bit more. Like where you're being swift, where you're being hasty right now is focusing too much on your finances, where that speed ought to be going towards starting a new passion project for you. This Page of Wands, that you're excited, you want to start something new, but you need to close a cycle here first. Can we get some clarification? Why is the 8 of Wands here, please, for Sagittarius? Or any information, please, Spirit. That's too many. They're like, you asked. Yeah, I did. One at a time, please, Spirit. 6 of Cups. So, 6 of Cups, in essence, is about happy memories. I feel like where some of you are being hasty, being the time of holidays. Like I said, it is stressful for a lot of people. What's coming through is like the ghosts of Christmas past. I feel like for all of us, we all have memories that are good and some that hurt, right? What I'm getting from this is the hastiness connected to this as well, is maybe in dismissing some memories that are coming up for you. This talks about, it could also be saying somebody from your past is coming back. This could be, like I said, like a ghost of Christmas past. It could be a memory, it could be a feeling. It could literally be somebody trying to contact you again. Maybe you want to contact somebody. Can we get some more information on that, please, Spirit? That's interesting. Why would you be denying yourself happy memories, Sagittarius? Maybe you feel like it's not, you feel like it's inappropriate to still hold joy over something that also maybe causes you pain. like this one here. So Four of Swords, this is rest and reprieve. To me, it's also healing, like healing your heart, okay? Resting enough to fill your heart, your heart gauge, like in Zelda, okay? Something is hurting. It could be specifically about the holidays. Maybe it's just the holiday time that's bringing this back up, but I very much feel like there's this quick dismissal over happy memories. Like I said, there's this conflict of, let me get some more information, please, for Sagittarius on what's hidden. Like you feel like because something hurts, a memory for whatever reason, I don't know. This could have been a painful ending. You miss this person, but you're trying to tell yourself you don't. You're having a hard time allowing joy to be a part of the pain. Success, it's your time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into. I feel like by allowing, I feel like that's exactly what it is. I feel like by allowing yourself to experience joy along with something that is painful, because especially as we grow older, but even when we're younger, life is complex. It is always complex. There's no such thing as a pure emotion. I truly don't believe it's possible to experience a pure emotion. Okay, it's always combined with something else, and as we get older, there's more combined, and it's a lot harder to experience joy and ecstasy through pain and sorrow. Okay, but we can do it. It is possible. We have to allow ourselves to do that. Success from what you pour your heart into. I feel like that's connected to whatever this endeavor is that you're wanting to start. Gosh, that's an interesting energy. It's like what I'm seeing by not closing this as well. It's like you've got a foot in a doorway, one foot on one side and one foot on the other. You're ready to start something new, but you're not wanting to leave whatever these happy memories were from the past behind. Like if you step fully through that door, then they disappear. That's not true, okay? It's important, trust your instincts on this, okay? I feel like you're in your head, like I said, with the general energy that was coming through. You've been thinking about this to death. Removing whatever form of attachment that you have to whatever this is removes your ability to lose it. Just because you step through this door and the door closes behind you does not mean that that experience, that person, whatever this is attached to, disappears. It's still written on the Akasha, okay? It's still written across time. And it's not to say that like you won't ever have an experience similar to that, or even with that person again in another life or this life. What I'm feeling is like you're afraid to lose it completely, but you also want to be away from it. The best thing for you to do is to okay, here. The best thing for you to do is to trust your instincts, okay? The fox is saying that. Always listen to your instincts. I would wager that your instincts are telling you, put both feet through that doorway. Let the door close. Because there's a part of you that knows instinctively that that is the best thing to do, and that is where you're going to find success. It may not be telling you what's going to happen, and maybe that's the fear part, because you're in your mind. You're trying to figure this out with your mind. You're trying to balance the equation, like I saw in my meditation there, with your mind. But this is about your heart. Follow what makes your heart happy. Success from what you pour your heart into. Let your heart lead the way, okay? Listen to it. Meditate. Figure out what the fear truly is, okay? So what you need is the Ten of Swords and the Emperor. So the Ten of Swords is a card that is telling you, like, it's time to leave. It's time to go from the pain, the disaster that was here. It's time to leave the disastrous morass. There is nothing here for you but pain. The Emperor is a card of power. It's the divine masculine. It is taking control. So what I feel this is saying is that you need to take control over your direction with your pain here. The Ten of Swords has a tendency, when we experience the Ten of Swords, we can either go, shit, that hurts. That's hot. And then move away from it, or we can get stuck on it and in a way become addicted to it. And what it provides us in the form of attention, or we become addicted to the adrenaline, the stress response. Either way, what this is saying is you need to take control over that and to move away from it. How does Sagittarius get what they need here, please, Spirit? Page of Swords. So this is this is the student. Okay, this is getting excited about your new thoughts. So I feel like already this is pointing to your Page of Wands action here, being excited about a new venture, explosive, creative activity. It's encouraging you to be excited about whatever this new thought is too. But the Page of Swords talks about being curious. So you're being asked to reflect on this situation as well. Start becoming curious about what's truly going on. And then I also feel like there's a little bit of a nod of that spying behavior. This could be, if it's not you that's spying on somebody, and spying could be, you know, you guys keeping tabs on somebody on social media, right? Googling somebody because you're thinking of them. It's not, I don't feel like it's like inherently a bad thing that's public information, but what it does to your psyche, like what is it doing to you energetically? Is it providing something positive for you, or is it making things harder for yourself? You're the only one who can decide that, but that is something that came through in meditation for me, okay? And if this is somebody else who's spying on you, or maybe there's a little bit of both going on. Like I said, protecting, okay? You're being asked to take control over your protection as well. Any more information here on how Sagittarius gets what they need? Keep watching me! Oh, Saggy, I just feel like there's this hurt heart, and it's making it difficult for you to feel joyful about life. Obsession, focusing too much on one situation, the need to take a step back. Yeah. I'm so sorry, you guys. I totally understand that too. Like I have my own situations that I could relate to with this. I don't have any Sagittarius in my chart, but I always have Sagittarius in my heart, okay? But I can totally understand this, especially with that kind of fire energy that you are. And being in Sagittarius season here, we're talking about expansion. So it makes sense that something like this would be coming up to be looked at, to be worked on. You guys want to move forward with a wonderful creative project, something that makes you feel young and vibrant. But you're having a hard time, whatever this obsession is. Why are you obsessed? I love you guys. I'm not laughing at your pain, okay? But I also can relate to feeling afraid to close a chapter. Be not afraid, okay? This is something that will only bring you positive rewards. Even if you need to close that door while sobbing and gasping for breath, you close that door, okay? And you trust your gut, because I know your gut is telling you that it will be okay, and it will. It'll be more than okay. You have to trust, if you want where you're going here, what you're hoping for, you have to trust that it's there for you, and that what is in the past is no longer there for you, okay? That's not to say that will be transmuted into something else that is for you, but it can't do that while you're still trying to hang on to that energy in the past, okay? So you need to let it go so that it can transform into something, the thing that is for you. Right now it's stuck in transit because your foot's in the door, okay? So where this is headed, or what it's good for, you've got 2 of Wands and 7 of Wands. So 2 of Wands talks about making a plan, getting ready to put energy into motion, travel. I feel like this is your page of wands, whatever it is that you are wanting to do, whatever creative project, art, writing, you know, I feel like public speaking, maybe you want to be on TED Talk, maybe you want to start a YouTube channel yourself. There are many different things that can be, but it's an explosive, passionate, creative energy towards something. So finally being able to make that plan to get that started is what I feel. And then the Seven of Wands here is maintaining your position on the hill, like King of the Hill, not the TV show, but being attacked from all sides, needing to maintain your position, having courage and bravery, okay? Having courage and bravery to start planning. Can we get some clarification where this is headed for Sagittarius, please? How does Sagittarius get to where they're going? The Emperor again. So you have two Emperors here, what you need and where you're going. So what I feel like from this is you taking control, okay? Taking your power back in this situation. The Emperor is also one of the divine counterparts. So for those of you that are looking for love, looking for relationship type love, this, I very much feel like removing yourself from the past, allowing yourself to fully be in the present, let that door close, means that that door gets to open for you too. That's what's missing here. So you have a divine counterpart that's waiting for you. They're sitting here like, where in the hell is Sagittarius? I've been sitting in here lost in a tree for years. When are they going to come save me, right? So I very much feel like there's a divine counterpart there for some of you. But in largesse, this is talking about you gaining control again of your life, taking your power back, okay? Getting your ability to move through this material realm in a powerful way, in a confident way, okay? We get some, yep. So celebration, good things come from hard work, time spent in good company. Dedication, stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success, and then deception, false illusions, scarcity mentality, and falling into bad habits. So I feel like this can go a couple different ways for you. Like either you let the door close, you get what you need here, you become curious about letting that Ten of Swords go, that pain go, and there is a celebration with that. The dedication is attached to me to the Seven of Wands here, maintaining your position on the hill. So this isn't Eight of Wands, you know, you have in what's hidden. The Eight of Wands comes after the Seven of Wands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? It is the release of that tense energy, okay? So I feel like that is what's hidden here too. You are the one who's in charge of releasing this tense energy. Because in the general portion of this is not that it's not real, it's in your mind. You are creating this tension yourself by not allowing the natural flow of something to flow. That is the deception in here. False illusions, scarcity mentality, falling into bad habits. So there's a warning in this as well. You're just being cautioned extra to make that decision, you guys, to move that Ten of Swords energy, move away from that. You may be feeling like, what I'm getting is this attachment, like a story. You start writing a story to something that happened. Oh, well, this is what I deserve because of this, or, you know, this is how all men are, this is how all women are, etc., etc. Okay? Don't do that. Believe in miracles, because that's really all life is, are miracles. Your challenge. Six of Swords and Ten of Swords. This is absolutely going to be something tricky for you. It's a lot easier for me, and I don't mean to be blasé about it, it's a lot easier for me to read what's on the cards here and say, well, yeah, just let that Ten of Swords go. But I also know how hard it can be to release a thought pattern that's been there for a while. I'm still working on some myself. So Six of Swords is talking about transitioning from rough and choppy waters to peace and calm, abundance. So the challenge here for you is stepping fully through that doorway. Ten of Swords here, that's in what you needed as well. The challenge is working through that process, leaving the Ten of Swords behind. I feel like there is an addiction to the stress that this has been causing. Almost like this is the last of the happy memories that exist with that. is the pain. And that's true. That is all that's left of that is the pain, if that's what you want to focus on. But just like with trauma, the brain doesn't understand time. You know, when you think about a trauma, or a trauma's been stored in your brain and it's been triggered, your body goes through the process of experiencing that as if it's happening real time. That can happen in a positive way as well. If you think about something that makes you happy, it can feel as if that's happening here right now as well. And it's okay to enjoy that for what it is. It may also make you sad that it's no longer there. That's okay to be sad too. But there's something where it's become an obsession, okay? And I feel like it's because you're not allowing it to flow naturally. You need to fully close that door. Those memories they'll come up, they will still come up. And you can experience them for what they are, but also know I made the choice to step through this doorway, to allocate the energies to where they belong, the past, the present, the future. I feel like you're scattered mostly in the past right now. Bringing yourself to the present is going to bring things into focus for you, okay? Solutions to problems are easily found as well. Listening to your instincts, that's what's coming out for me. Being open to romance, I do feel like there is a divine counterpart for some of you. But this obsession has to be looked at, okay? How does Sagittarius work on their challenge here? How does Sagittarius help themselves? My fingers are all stiff. Oh. Page of Wands. Okay, Page of Wands, Seven of Cups, and Three of Cups. So Page of Wands, just like in what you're hoping for here, this is something that, like, what is your heart telling you want to do? This has come through a couple times here. Follow what makes your heart happy, and success from what you pour your heart into. This is some sort of creative, passionate project, okay? Getting excited about that. To start it. It's like this explosive energy, kind of like the Ace of Wands, that match strike that gives you the energy to start what it is that you're wanting to start here. I feel like this is a message from your heart too. All pages can be messengers. And that's actually coming through here with what you need as well with the Page of Swords. There could be a message coming in for some of you about this obsession, okay? Or about, it could be this message here. But Three of Cups, this talks about success. This talks about celebration, camaraderie, your friend group. I feel like this is in connection to, in connection to the Page of Wands. Okay, so you're being asked to, excuse me, you're being asked to shift your focus on your thoughts. Starting to focus on the positive things. So your thoughts are options, okay, for manifestations. That's what's going on. If you're stuck on something that hurts, this obsession, number one, at some point, and you are continuing to make that choice, what you're not changing, you're choosing, okay? Nobody has forced an obsession upon you, all right? And it's not even something that you did wrong either. It's just important to take ownership of our own vehicles and everything that it does. That includes the brain. So to get out of this situation and back into something that's working for you, into positive manifestation, we have to become aware that what we focus on is what we're drawing in for us. Thoughts are just options for manifestations. The emotional component is very important in manifesting as well. And we can't ignore our emotions. So if there is trauma or open wounds in the past, that has to be addressed as well. Coming to the present, though, is the most important thing. That's what this is talking about. Maybe you need to hang out with friends more. Whatever you need to do to experience things in this physical realm in a present moment to bring you into presence is very, very important right now. Putting your focus to those positive thoughts, okay? You got to choose the positivity. And that's what Seven of Cups is telling me too. This is spoiled for choice. It can be a nightmare. It can be a dream. The thoughts, every thought that comes up, you are not your thoughts, okay? Your brain is just throwing shit out, hoping that it will have something that's going to be worthwhile for you. Ultimately, you get to decide. Excuse me. I did get a little bit sick this past week, so I'm recovering. Anyway, Spirit, can we get some clarification here for Sagittarius? How do they work through their challenge? Balance. Juggling too many things at once, find time for yourself. So I feel like some of you, or a lot of you, your approach to dealing with this typically is to distract yourself with other things, either other people's problems or playing video games, watching movies, watching TV, doom scrolling, just being on your phone in general. You're being asked to bring things into a better balance. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Your exertion and your receiving, okay? Finding time to focus on that balance. And by focusing on that balance as well, that's bringing your mind into presence. And that's a good way to start repairing or fixing an obsession, okay? An obsession really is you've thought about something so much that those neural pathways have become stronger, easier for you to access that thought. That's why it's an obsession. In order to change that, you have to start forcing yourself to think about other things so that you can start building different neural pathways. It is not going to just change, unfortunately. And that's the trap we get stuck in. You have the Emperor 3 freaking times. Wow, okay. You can do this, Sagittarius. You can do this. It is not easy to change thought patterns like that, but if anybody is up to the task, it's you, okay? It's freaking you. And I believe in you. And I want you to believe in yourself because you deserve to change this. You deserve to find pleasure again, to find warmth again. That's what I'm feeling. To be in better connection with your instincts, okay? To have romance, to be open to romance. And that's what I'm feeling with the Emperor here. Again, twofold, where this is heading, your blessing. You got the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Emperor, your power, okay? Your control again, your control over your brain, your thoughts. Like you don't control your thoughts, but you control the focus that you're putting towards your thoughts. And for some of you, this is your divine counterpart. This could be somebody, like you could be meeting them. Maybe you already know them. But there's something about being around them or being in their energy cerebrally that's going to help remind you or show you how to close that door, a different path. Knight of Pentacles here talks about pragmatic, diligent work, putting work into something to see the results. Expansion. So your blessing for the week here is growth. Growth in power, growth in self-control. And balance as well. Getting back to your heart, getting more out of your head and balancing that with more heart, finding wisdom, okay? Can we get some clarification here for Sagittarius on their blessing? 7 of Wands. So you had 7 of Wands and where this is heading for you as well. Courage, bravery. I feel like all of those components that you need to fully close this cycle are your blessing here, okay? The divine masculine attributes you need to power your way through it, to find your power to cross that threshold, okay? To have the courage, to have the bravery, to feel confident, to know that you are taking the right step. How does Sagittarius make sure that they can take advantage of this blessing here, please, Spirit? I really feel like that conflict or that fighting is almost over. Judgment. So this requires you to go inside of yourself and look at what is truly going on and to decide, am I who I want to be? Are these the components that I want to have reflected as me? in this life. It's talking about allowing yourself, the angels calling up these souls from their graves, their life, previous life of rot, into their new life, okay? So crossing that threshold, allowing yourself to be called up, all right? Okay, Sagittarius, I know you can do this. Last little bit here. Any final advice for Sagittarius on their blessing? Ooh. Release grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities. Having the Emperor come through here 3 times as well, a lot of the times when this comes up in healthy activities, the recommendation is more of a divine feminine, something receptive, okay? I'm feeling to release this because it feels like aggression, like there's anger, there's hurt. Anger is covering up another emotion, okay? It's protecting another emotion. So if there's a lot of anger towards something, you're being requested, especially through judgment, balance. That's the deception too, false illusions here, that you're angry. Yes, you're angry, but what are you actually feeling, okay? Because anger typically is covering up embarrassment, hurt, you know, emotions that are not tender, vulnerable, okay? Anger allows us to be protected. So what I'm getting through this is it's important to release that anger through physical activity. That's going to be your divine masculine activity. That's the Emperor as well. That's going to help you start taking the edge off, so to speak, so you can start seeing really what the true emotion is. And maybe that's the difficulty you're having in fully stepping through that door. The connection, the foot in the past, is because you are so angry over something that it almost feels just, right? It's justified to stay in the past there because it's such a powerful emotion. Try releasing that through physical activity, okay? And coupling that with meditation so that you can start getting to the bottom of what's going on and moving on. Because you deserve to have this Page of Wands. Whatever project it is you want to move towards. And for some of you, that divine counterpart, y'all. Sagittarius, I love you guys so much, okay? Follow your instincts here, all right? Especially if this is resonating with you, this is a message for you, okay? And it's not for everybody, it is a general read, but instincts are coming through very heavily for you guys right now. I love you so much, and I know that you can do this. It's not easy, but it sure as hell will be worth it, okay? Please have a beautiful week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.